And ultimately, she, just
She attacked you
She
personally.
did. She did.
Yeah, she started it.
She did.
Bleach blonde.
Bad built.
Bad built.
Butch body.
Butch body.
That's right.
Was that floating around in your head before this?
No. No.
Holy cow, that just came out?
Breaking news, Trump's hair isn't the only wild thing about him anymore. His latest Twitter tirade against Jasmine Crockett has comedians working overtime. Jimmy Kimmel even suggested Trump's tweets need more help than his hair. But wait, there's more. Crockett's popularity is skyrocketing faster than Trump can say fake news. Are we witnessing the birth of a new political star, or just another day in the land of Cuff-F?
Last month, a memorable exchange with Marjorie Taylor Greene in the House Oversight Committee added a colorful new phrase to the congressional record. Can you tell us what led up to that? Or is there anything that we didn't see that precipitated that?
No, it's just that Marjorie is a little slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Let's discuss the newcomer to Congress who is creating a stir. Jasmine Crockett, a freshman representative from Texas, has been amazing with her tongue and wit. She had no idea, however, that she would soon have to deal with the queen of controversy, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Imagine politicians in sharp suits attempting to look important in a packed committee hearing room. But today was different. The hated MTG was going crazy. Her personal assaults on Crockett resembled candy from Halloween. The majority of novices would be trembling and perhaps crying. It's not our girl, Jasmine. She sat quietly, most likely making plans for lunch. Her mind was practically working on her comeback. A knife could cut that tense room. In anticipation of the rookie collapsing under pressure, everyone held their breath. Would she start crying? Would she falter? No. Crockett took an unexpected action. She made eye contact with MTG and dropped a bombshell that would make even the most seasoned politicians blush.
So then, and the hearing was supposed to be about the AG, right? So we're supposed to be talking about AG Merrick Garland, and she starts talking about Judge Merchan. So now I'm upset because it's already late at night. I've been here all day, ready to work. Y'all aren't here, and you're still talking about that failed trial. So I had to ask her if she understood because she's not the brightest.
Greene was criticized for having a bleach blonde, bad-built butch body. What a microphone drop, jaws dropped, the room gasped, and some courageous people laughed. The show reminded me of Mean Girls, but with more C-SPAN. Crockett's joke went viral more quickly than rumors from the high school cafeteria. The moment you heard the word viral tweet, she became well known. Keep your hats on though, because this political soap opera was only getting started. Crockett was unaware that an orange-tinted former president would find her clever retort impressive. He enjoys a good Twitter rant or Truth Social rant, as we all know. Keep your phones close at hand. Trump's truth will not break Twitter as quickly as Crockett's return. Can a sassy tweet turn a political unknown into America's newest hot star? That is the big question. A resounding yes. Prior to the term viral meme, Crockett's joke gained widespread attention on Twitter. The freshman representative who sassed the MTG became the topic of conversation among everyone and their grandmother. Crockett's performance was akin to a political version of America's Got Talent, but it was hotter than a Texas summer. Memes surpassed Trump's justifications following a poor toupee day.
But nevertheless, so there was a lot of time that passed, but it was clear that he was about to rule the wrong way.
Did you hear from everybody then afterwards in your life? Because I was like, okay, we have to put this on the show right now.
So we're having a hearing about the fact that you don't have the audio recordings from the AG. Got it. Because you can't hear him anyway. So what do you need it for?
Wonder Woman Crockett used her sass bracelets to deflect MTG's nonsense. She was also the host of Roast Battle Congressional Edition. Favorite, a comparison between an MTG and a bleach bottle. Notice the distinction. I'll hold off. It was not limited to meme creators. Crockett was adopted by celebrities more quickly than politicians give up on unsuccessful campaigns. A week ago, celebrities who couldn't spell Congress began complimenting our rookie representative. It was similar to witnessing the nerdy high school student suddenly become prom queen. Overnight, Crockett's fanbase grew more quickly than Trump's salad bar blood pressure. She now has more followers than a Kardashian, despite once being a political novice. The widespread use of the follow button on Twitter continued. Naturally, people are curious about viral fame. Everyone was curious about this sass queen's identity. Compared to a burger joint onion, Crockett has more layers. She has a sharp tongue and is not a one-trick pony. Even the most successful overachiever would appear indolent based on our girl's resume. And before tarnishing politics, Crockett was a practicing lawyer. Prior to going into politics, she was an activist for significant causes. She appears to have spent her entire life training to combat the big bad wolves of Washington.
So my pastor actually called me while we were in the hearing. And so I sent him the voicemail and I was like, I'm in a hearing. And he was like, I know.
I get the sense that it's not just Democrats that don't like her.
Oh, no. Like, her people don't like her either.
Her people don't like her either.
The next time you say bleach blonde, bad build, butch body, please let me know so I don't have water in my mouth and spit it out.
Sassmaster is now listed on her impressive resume. The rest of politics seemed to fade away as the Crockett MTG dispute raged. Why waste time on dull policy discussions when you can have a Twitter war akin to Game of Thrones? For something other than Trump, CNN most likely had to dust off their breaking news banner. Crockett emerged as a fresh, uncompromising political voice. She demonstrated how a Twitter account and a sharp sense of humor can go a long way in Washington. It's similar to David using a smartphone and a great sense of humor to defeat Goliath, the person without Twitter. Apparently, Trump joined the party. He came in with a bang. Our favorite former president must have found a functional phone after staying silent during the Crockett MTG showdown. More capital letters than a toddler's typing lesson were used to spike internet traffic. Trump's tirade on Twitter lacked substance and was akin to a human volcano. His poor social media tweets contained more exclamation points than a teenage girl's journal. He just went with it, as if his caps lock key had become stuck. Perhaps he believed that yelling on the internet would help him regain his reputation. With the poise of a bull in a china shop, Trump adopted a straightforward stance. He called Crockett a low IQ freshman, which was reportedly the best insult he could come up with. Like using a 2016 card to play insult bingo. We're expecting more from the author of Crooked Hillary and Sleepy Joe, Donnie.
I've got to do what's right for me. So when you look at what people are offering, what their platform is, whether it's, aligned with making sure that the convicted Orange Jesus, but that there's so much more that we need to do. We still know that housing is a struggle. So many people are not able to build that generational wealth because they can't buy a home right now because of interest rates. And does it look like divisiveness, or does it look like someone who at least may not be perfect and I may not agree with wholeheartedly, but I know he's at least working for me?
The actual kicker? Crockett was charged by Trump with disrespecting Georgia. The man who attempted to sway the state's election is rich. Calling someone a litterer while a forest is on fire is analogous to that. Irony could have been spread on toast. This was a favorite among political analysts. Trump's traditional deflective strategies were discovered before fake news. He can only move the victim card, but it's similar to 4D chess. The most amusing aspect? Crockett's popularity surged after Trump's collapse. Everything he tweets against turns to gold, like a reverse Midas touch. Supporters of Jasmine were people who had never heard of Crockett. The most recent endorsement appears to be Trump's disapproval. Late-night comedians made fun of Trump's outburst on Twitter. Jimmy Kimmel prospered. Trump's tweets, he said, were wild, uncontrolled, and desperately in need of professional help. Like his hair. Aw, a bad spray tan must not hurt as much as this one. The biggest surprise, though? Republicans started to back Crockett. Watching your stuffy uncle perform TikTok dances is similar to that. Unexpected, awkward, and entertaining. Political analysts questioned whether they had entered a society where wit is more important than party affiliation. Trump's outburst on Twitter could be Crockett's ticket to success. Who knew she would love his meltdown more than anything else? Like a magician who, in the process of making his assistant vanish, unintentionally cut himself in half. When Trump's roasts meant political doom, do you recall? The times are evolving. His insults are currently the most popular endorsement. It's similar to receiving a 1-star review from a food critic who despises all positive things. At this point, everyone wants to try that restaurant. Everyone wanted to try Crockett. Trump's tweets attracted people who were unaware of the initial conflict, spreading like wildfire in a drought. Each attempt made the message clearer, making it resemble the strangest game of telephone. "Hey, did you hear about that new congresswoman who made Trump lose his marbles?" he asked. "Did you see what Kim Kardashian wore to the Met Gala?" It gets weird at this point. Crockett was cheered by Republican voters. You heard correctly. Watching your stuffy uncle perform TikTok dances is similar to that. Unexpected, awkward, and entertaining. Political analysts questioned whether they had entered a society where wit is more important than party affiliation. Crockett too. She wouldn't pass up this fantastic chance. She was more sassy than a Texas barbecue joint on July 4th, like using a sledgehammer and a racket to watch a tennis match. Can you guess which Trump it was? Like the last pizza at a frat party, it was gobbled up by political pundits. Because of her amusing reaction to bullies, they dubbed Crockett a symbol of political bullying resilience. She had found a way to look like a boss while fighting fire with humor. The whole thing turned into a case study on political communication, watching a masterclass on how to win friends and influence people that included a chapter on roasting opponents to the point where they need aloe vera was like that. A sharp tongue and quick wit can outsmart a big stick, as Crockett demonstrated. Crockett fared well after surviving Trump's assault. She demonstrated that sometimes the best defense is a good offense and a killer sense of humor by standing up to political bullying. Consider David using a Twitter account rather than a slingshot to defeat Goliath.